Michiel here. I checked, it's Sunday. I can't remember how many days we've been busy, but we're still going strong. Two things today that I'd like to show is first how a studio looks like, or what a studio looks like and what software we use. And then Chris asked to play some bass in a video, so why not do that as well? Let's first take a look at the software side. So we're using Max and we're using 3 programs. On our right screen we have the UA software, which is really our ins and outs, which is hooked on all through. That's not brand, and it's all hooked through the Apollo. Then underneath you see all the Blackmagic stuff. For Belgians that's always just a little more funny, that name. This is the software we use, and if you look on the screen there, we can go our main camera, or left, or right, which is clearly not in focus, and our move, which is most of all our close-up camera. You can do silly stuff like transitions if we put them up right, or let's do a funny one and let's go whoop, whoop, whoop. Ah, look. That's how great Victor is. Victor saw that it's not sharp and he adjusted it. Still not perfect, but let's go have a look at Victor. This is Victor. So why don't you explain to my viewers what we have in the rooms here, as to cameras and amps and...
All of it. We have a lot of stuff.
Well, let's start with the rack.
With the rack, well, we have 2 Ampedes, we have an aux, we have a 2-node, Torpedo Studio something something. We have the reload, and warm audio preamp, and another warm audio preamp, and that one we're not using. That's garbage. We have the orange Brent Hines Terra, a Synergy amp with some modules. I don't know which one is in there.
The HBE and the 800.
Yeah. Delaney Ironheart. We have the Ashdown over there too. It's not plugged in right now. Over here we have the Hughes and Kettner Grandmaster Deluxe 40. The Morgan MVP 23, and what's that? The Rev 100 something?
Yeah.
Yeah. On each side we have 2 caps, 2x12s, Celestion speakers from Harley Benson. I don't know. It's a Mexico.
As well?
Yeah.
We've had several Mexicans in here, and they all are
they're
really good.
So a Mexican
eat your heart out, Trump. Mexicans are great.
Yeah.
Let's go to this side. So here's the 4 cameras we have. We are using all Lumix cameras in this room. And then here we have the screen, which the YouTubers can watch themselves on, and which we can use to adjust. Look, it's the gimbal. Whee! And of course, smile like you mean it. But we've already seen that one, so let's go to the biggest trap in this room. Our overhead is Rode NTG 3, and I keep bumping into it. And that's how our studio looks like. Next up, a little bass ditty.
Now it's recording.
Perfect, thank you.
I'll read.
So Chris asked to do a little bass ditty based on Harvest Moon by Neil Young. No problem, didn't know the song, so quickly looked it up. Saw something nice in there to teach all of you, and that's an A6 to an A7. Other than that, it's just a D minor and a G. So let's see what we can do. What I came up with, and what's probably used on the record or something likely, is what we have first is the A6, and after that it's the A7. 7 is always the easiest to remember. You have your root note, just go 2 below, that's the 7. 6, 1 less than 7, so right next to the 7. And what I do is just root note to the 6, root note to the 7, and then go for the D minor, the basic tritone. And same with the G. And I don't know if this hand was caught. It's a nice little trick if you try to pluck a string and you miss it, rather than trying to pluck it again, just flick it with your finger. So let's do this. So I had my G and I missed it. So what I do is then just flick my finger and you still have the string hit. So let's do it one more time as the outro music. By the way, really big chance that I'm bringing home this Sandberg. It's way over my budget, but it's so freaking awesome. Let's see what happens. Catch you later.